Hi guys, welcome back to another fall inspired video. Today I'm going to show you how to make 3 healthy and absolutely delicious fall breakfast recipes. These are cozy, they're comforting, perfect for a chilly morning, and I know you're gonna love them. So let's go ahead and dive in. The first one we're gonna make are my creamy pumpkin pie steel cut oats. We start by adding some steel cut oats into a small saucepan, top that with some almond milk. And then I like to bring it up to a boil and then let it simmer for a little bit, maybe 5 minutes or so before I add in the rest of the ingredients. Don't ask me why, that's just how I like to make it. And the extra ingredients that we're adding into these oats are some pumpkin puree. We're also gonna add in some coconut sugar, some non-dairy butter, or you could also use coconut oil or coconut butter or nut butter even, some vanilla extract, and some pumpkin pie spice. And then just stir this all together until it's smooth and incorporated, and bring it back up to a boil, and then turn the oven down to low so that it simmers on a really nice low setting. And you're just gonna cook this for about 20 to 25, maybe 30 minutes until those oats are cooked to the consistency that you like. Some people like them a little bit chewier, other people like them a little bit softer, so just cook them until you get the consistency that you like. While the oats are finishing up cooking, we can make our caramelized pecans, and we're gonna do that by just adding in some oil to a pan. I like to use coconut just for the flavor, but you can use any kind that you like. Then you can add in your pecans and some coconut sugar, and basically just saute these until they start to get caramelized. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes until they are nice and coated in a caramel coating, kind of. Once we have those all nice and caramelized, we can actually just serve up our oats. And I like to just divide it evenly between 2 bowls and then do a nice generous topping of those caramelized pecans. And that's all you have to do. I actually also love serving my oats with a little dash of almond milk. It just adds another extra creaminess, which is really, really good. Totally optional, but I really like it personally. And I like the contrast between hot and cold. So I recommend it, but it's definitely optional. Otherwise, you can just dig right in, and you can actually store the second helping for tomorrow's breakfast if you want. You can just reheat it with a little almond milk in the microwave or stove, and you can have a meal prepped breakfast. Our next recipe are some applesauce blender muffins, and we are going to start by cracking 1 egg into the base of your blender. You could use a flax egg here if you wanted. We're also gonna add in some applesauce, almond milk, and some honey, as well as some vanilla extract. Pop the lid on your blender and blend this up until it's creamy. Then you will add in some quick cooking oats and some almond flour, as well as some coconut sugar, baking powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, and a pinch of sea salt. Pop it black on your blender, and then you can blend it up until you have a nice, smooth, creamy batter. And basically you'll just take your blender jar and pour the batter directly into your muffin tins. This makes about 9 muffins, and then you can top them with pecans if you want. I personally like the crunch on top, but it's totally optional. And bake these at 350 degrees for about 22 to 23 minutes. Remove them from the oven, let them cool completely, and that's pretty much it. I love serving these with peanut butter. They are such a good, sweet flavor from the apples and peanut butter. It's such a great combo. Again, makes a really great meal prep breakfast if you want to prep these ahead of time, and they also freeze well. For our final fall breakfast recipe, we are gonna make some apple pie breakfast parfaits. We're gonna start with our oats/chia pudding base, and that is just quick cooking oats, chia seeds, almond milk, and a little bit of vanilla extract. And you'll just stir that all together in a bowl until it's combined, and then you can just set this aside until it's thickened. It should take about 5 to 10 minutes. While that is thickening up, we're gonna make our apples. And kind of like the pecans, we're gonna add some oil into a pan. I like to use coconut oil again, as well as 2 chopped up apples and a tablespoon of maple syrup, some cinnamon, and some nutmeg. And you are going to basically just saute these until the apples are caramelized and kind of soft. It should take about 5 minutes. You can just kind of keep stirring them, let them sit for a little bit, stir them again. And again, it's just really gonna get them all nice and caramelized and a little bit soft, and they taste exactly like an apple pie filling. They are so good. So once you have those all sauteed and nice and warm, you can set them aside, and we're going to assemble our parfaits. So pull your bowl back and stir it all together. If it seems a little bit thick, like it does here, I just like to add a little bit of extra almond milk. You don't really know what your ratio is going to be with the oats and the chia, so just add a little bit more almond milk if it's too thick. And then you can just start by adding that pudding base into the base of a jar or a glass. and then do a layer of granola. I am using my apple cinnamon granola that I shared on the channel. I'll link it down for you in the description box below. And finish it off with those sauteed caramel apples. And I like to do one final layer of coconut yogurt. Again, totally optional, but adds a really nice cooling effect and also really creamy, and coconut yogurt is just my favorite. So I love adding it on top of this. And then just to make it look pretty, I do a little extra sprinkle of some granola on top. And you can just dig in. Again, like the others, you can prep this ahead. I actually recommend that if you do want to prep it ahead, you do the chia oat base and then the apples and leave the granola off, because the granola will get a little bit soggy. And this is what it looks like when you dig in. It's got all of that nice fall flavor, tastes like apple pie, has some nice contrasting textures, some crunch, sweetness, a lot of protein, a lot of fiber, and again, tastes like dessert. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, I've linked all of the recipes for you down in the description box below. Don't forget to leave a comment and share which one you're excited to try first, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!